guys we saw in California racing for the win get together a little bit, so they're going to race each other pretty hard.
Well, but remember, Joey said, I will not pay him back. He says, I'm not going to take myself out of a potential race-winning situation.
Well, if he's looking for a chance, right here it is. He wants to get it back.
It'd be an easy slip at this racetrack to do it. As we've watched these guys, Kyle Busch has gone into that third spot. These guys are having a great battle right here.
This is sort of settled down for a moment. Let's go back up front and show you the gap as Brad Keselowski leads his teammate Justin Allgaier by almost half a second. There it is. And there's the gap back to third with Kyle Busch. Stay with us. Welcome back to the NASCAR Nationwide Series at Bristol. Make sure you go to NASCAR.com for all your latest NASCAR information. We are under our 10th caution because of an incident involving Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the Roush Fenway Racing number 6. There is what the car looks like, and this doesn't look too good. Looks like they're going to be pushing it behind the wall. Take you back and show you what happened.
Once again, we see coming out of turn 4 here, 2 cars getting together. That inside car trying to stay off. You turn the wheel a little bit more, and that creates a spin. So he gets into the wall and probably busted the radiator there.
It's the exact same thing we saw with Coleman Presley and Mike Bliss off that corner. And it narrows up.
It's been a tough season for Stenhouse so far. This could be his 3rd DNF. His best finish so far was 30th 3 weeks ago at Las Vegas. That's not the kind you want to write home about. Jamie, what's the latest on the 6?
Well, Ricky Stenhouse, you guys were right. The radiator is the problem. He's leaking water. They're pushing him back. They're going to try to fix it and get him back out there because it's all about experience for this young rookie. He actually told me he's been really worried about his ride this year. And Jack Roush, his boss, called him in and he said, Jack said, I didn't believe you could do this. I wouldn't keep you in the car. So keep doing what you're doing and learn out there.
Thanks for the update, Jamie. One car that's having a great day. There's Justin Allgaier in 2nd place. Vince, what's the latest there?
Well, you know, we're under yellow now, but just before that previous yellow, Kyle Busch had been pressuring Justin Allgaier in his back bumper. Here's the conversation between Allgaier, crew chief Chad Walter, and then right at the end, Roger Penske.
You're doing all right, man. If you got to let him go, let it happen in a hurry. Get back in line.
Good steady work there, Justin. Just good steady. If he's got more than you have, don't remember running for the points. Just use your head, bud.
4, thank you, Roger.
Of course, it's been another good run for Allgaier, who started 30th today. Chad Walter, the crew chief, says there's been a big progression in Justin since last year, saying last year he was fast because he didn't really know any better here. This year, he knows the track, has a handle on it, and he also understands the car better. It's making a big difference in the progression of Justin Allgaier. And I'll tell you what, Allgaier and Chad Walter, they were very confident before this race today, even starting 30th, and it's playing out.
Well, his best finish in his career is 4th earlier this year. There's Roger up on top with Parker Kligerman to the right of our screen. Penske's only NASCAR 1-2 finish, the 2008 Daytona 500. Ryan Newman first, Kurt Busch second. As the pace car is ready to pull down, let's reset it for you. Brad Keselowski, Justin Allgaier on the front row. Then Kyle Busch, Jason Leffler. Row 3, Carl Edwards, Greg Biffle, Logano, Harvick, Byers, and Bliss. That's your top 10. And here we go for the final 44 laps.
I was wanting to see how Allgaier handled this situation starting out on the inside. He spun the tires, but got a nice run through turns 1 and 2.
Let me tell you, the 28 got the lucky dog again. There must be a record for Kenny Wallace getting 4 of them. Allgaier went high there, but Kyle was not able to take advantage. Here comes Carl trying to go underneath on the low side, and he may get it done on Greg Biffle.
And he may not. Yeah, he may not. Well, he's going to try to use this 10 car as a pick there. Jason Leffler.
That 10 car is pretty good, though. Even though he doesn't have as fresh of tires, he's running good. Yeah. See Biffle now trying to get up on the outside of him, and not going to get it. Gets into it.
That helped Carl Edwards a lot there because Leffler had to get out of the throttle after getting a little tap.
Leffler's tires are 45 laps older than everybody else around him. He last pitted on lap 147, and we've only got 41 laps to go.
See Carl try to jump in the gas, see if he could clear him there. Still not able to make that pass.
Yeah, he got a good run off turn 2, though, and he's going to get past. I mean, he'll make this pass now and get clear off 4.
Comes Harvick to the inside.
I was just going to say, watch out for Kevin Harvick. He is trying to close also, and Logano's stuck behind Greg Biffle.
So if anybody make the bottom work, Kevin Harvick can.
And I've been watching for the last 100 or probably 75 laps that the 22 car's been out front. He's been on the bottom of the racetrack, and that's something that we didn't see earlier in the race, especially as Casey Kane was using that middle to high line to make it work as he led a good portion.
This 4-car gaggle is for position, and Harvick trying to punch his way back into the top 5, and it looks like he may finally do it. And if he can stay in the top 5, we mentioned it, it would give him his 123rd top 5 finish with time with Tommy Houston, most all time in Nationwide Series history. And he is off to the races, as they so to say. Joey Logano's gotten around the 10. Biffle's been the big loser in this whole mix. He's not been able to clear the 10. He finally gets to the low side. And here comes Bliss.
See, the 10's really struggling right now with those older tires that he has. It's really starting to show up.
So it looks like this is finally settled down. Where Bliss is going to try and make a little action. It would be for 8th position. Right behind him in 10th tires with that great run despite all damage. There's the Penske team running 1 and 2 on the racetrack with 35 laps to go. We're going to break out of the commercial because we've got another caution, our 11th. John West Townley has turned it around. The 61 also involved of Josh Wise. And looks like 21's day might be over.
Go. Oh, bud. Scan.
Yeah, I don't think that baby's going to move. Townley was running 20th at the time of the crash. There you can see what's the damage on the back end of Josh Wise's 61 on his Ford.
That's the second car for the 21. They tore one up in practice as well. And you say you can't, like you said,
Yeah.
Marty can't get going.
Here, let's take a look to show you what happened.
Oops.
Oh, man. He got plowed by the 35 of Jason Keller.
Makes you wonder what happened before this.
We had mentioned Townley had a career best finish back at Las Vegas at 15th.
See if more cars
see the
get
61
involved.
and the 34 happened behind this as they tried to slow down.
Tony Raines involved in the 34 as well. Maybe they were trying to check up and tangled with each other. We'll sort it all out when we come back here at Bristol.
Coming up in just a little while over on ESPN2, it's the Saturday Night Showdown at Bristol. Some of NASCAR's legendary drivers, legendary 35-lap race in cars that are not theirs. Sterling Marlin, the defending winner, and the guys that are getting ready to go are some of the biggest names in stock car racing history. They're all gathered just outside the crossover gate, outside of turn 3. White out there is David Pearson.
Oh, Silver Fox, man, the Silver Fox next to him, Rick Wilson.
And there is Iron, North Carolina, Jack Ingram.
Gentlemen shaking hands there, Jack.
Tommy Houston standing there beside him. So they're not going to let him run them cheater cars like Andy and Sterling had last year.
Look at there's Larry Pearson on the right side, right behind Silver
Larry
Fox.
Pearson. Yeah.
All these guys are getting ready to go. They're watching this race. They're seeing if they can learn anything because
the Iron Man.
They know they're doing a show, but they want to win too, guys.
Yeah.
There's Jimmy Hensley standing in the back there.
Now let's make this clear. This is a race these drivers are doing for charity. But imagine if you're a baseball fan, if you could see Hank Aaron standing at the plate again at Fulton County Stadium, or if you're a football fan and you could see Terry Bradshaw suit up at Three Rivers for the Steelers. Well, racing fans get to see some of the sport's greatest suit up at one of the sport's legendary tracks and go racing. And although it's an exhibition and it's just for fun, I can assure you one thing.
It's going to be, it's on.
It's
I talked to David Pearson. I was talking to Pearson going through the tunnel yesterday. I said, David, how you feel? He says, I feel good, Brad. I come to get me a trophy. I said, all right, the Silver Fox is back.
There you go, ESPN2. But first, we have some unfinished business in this NASCAR Nationwide Series race. Let's see, 11 cautions, still got 28 laps to go. Marty, DJ, and Andy, I'm not sure we're done with the yellow flag yet.
Yeah, maybe not, but I tell you what. I'll let Brad tell Brad I'll let him come look at my trophy from last year. Talk about that cheat.
He was just jealous, right?
I know.
Hey, before there are guys that will do anything to get camera time, but this is new. I got to tell you, guess who got the lucky dog? You got it.
No.
Yeah.
Kenny Wallace.
Kenny Wallace,
Oh,
the
my
5th
goodness.
time. We got to have a new record and a new trophy at the end of the season because there he is. His 5 lucky dogs in the laps that he has done. He has done a great job of getting Hot Rod Grills on TV today, the hard way.
Hey, there's still time. He can get another one.
Way to go, Herm. All right, let's reset it for you. We're getting ready to go back to green. Brad Keselowski, Justin Allgaier. Then in row 2, Kyle Busch, Carl Edwards. Then Kevin